See, I guess to me, here's what people don't realize and what people don't understand. When you take rights away from people, especially when you take rights away from people because of their skin color, this is what the Nazis did. And to be truthful, we've never given non whites their full rights in this country. And this is something that we need to change immediately. Will it still take a long time? Yes, it will. But it's going in the wrong direction right now. And a lot of people want to talk about the looters and the rioting. I don't condone the looting and the rioting either, but at the same time, that's exactly what this country was built on, was standing up for our rights. The Gadsden Culpeper flag was the first flown in the revolution. Don't tread on me. When I see these riots and looting, I see American people standing up against tyrannical oppression of people of this country, which we are expressly allowed to fight against. That's what our Second Amendment is for. Now, I'm not saying that we need to be violent. I'm not saying that we should hurt people. I'm not saying that we should steal things. But the Tea Party, the Boston Tea Party, guess what? That's the same thing that's going on here. And the best thing that I can tell you is, if you see a protest, join it peacefully. Because your rights are next. They're going to start taking your rights. And I want to also point out something else that's very important here. You look at places like Lorain County, Ohio, and you look at Flint, Michigan, and I know there's others, I can't remember all their names, where the police put down their arms and walked with the protesters. No riots. Why is that? Because there are 3 men that are not facing justice right now. They would rather put hundreds of people in prison in jail than to put 3 men in jail for accessory to murder. So yeah, that's a problem in this country. That's a huge problem in this country. And I'm going to back the rights of my fellow Americans regardless, no matter how much it escalates. And I want to tell people that between early this morning and this afternoon, I was trying to get something peaceful going on in the city of Oil City, where I live, to try to show solidarity of Venango County for the rest of America. And in the supposedly open group that I posted it in, both times it was removed. And I'm sorry, but that is unacceptable. There was no hostilities in either one of those threads that were started. They're trying to silence people because they don't agree with it. I don't want to call them bigots. I don't know what to call them, but they are part of the problem. They are part of what's going on that's going wrong with the system in our country. Our rights say that I have the right to say what I want, and I understand it's a group, but it's a relatively open group for the community. And I was trying to rally support for my community to do something peacefully. And even I was beginning to talk about something other than a protest, and they shut it down, like a candle vigil, because, hey, great, if the community is willing to do something like that, I'm more than happy to try to do what the community wants, not what I want, because that's democracy. But they refuse me. They shut my threads down. What does that tell you? That tells you that people don't want to hear the voice. They don't want to talk about what's going on. They don't want to hear difference. They don't want to hear a difference of opinion. They think that they are right exclusively, and that is not American. And that is exactly what's going on that's causing the riots and the looting, is the people that don't have a equal rights mentality, which is what America is founded on. To me, that makes them exceedingly, despicably un-American. And I stand against it. Period. End of story. Because I have integrity, and I love what this country was built on. I'm beginning to have issues with how it's run. I've had issues with how it was before, even still. But the foundation, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, I am very much for. I am a very patriotic human being when it comes to that flag. But the leadership in this country, and I don't mean just the leader, I'm talking about all of the federal government. Many of the local governments are corrupt, and that's a problem. That's a huge problem. And I want to see a peaceful resolve to all of this. They're abusing their power, and they're causing people to get hurt in the process. And if they continue to push, I don't know what's going to happen. As it was, I was afraid to walk to work because I stand up. I stand up against the oppression, and I voice my opinion. But I am not going to stop. I'm not going to be silenced, because this needs to be said. This needs to be heard. And if I don't do it, who's going to? So, just so everybody knows, I love everybody, and be safe and be peaceful. If you can, be peaceful, because it is not worth what they're trying to do. They're trying to make us not peaceful. And please, please, please do everything you can. Do everything you can to put your emotions aside. I know they're running high right now, but please, please remain peaceful. If you can. I understand that sometimes peace doesn't do anything. It didn't do anything for us against the British, so we had to stand up. We had to stand up for our rights. And that's what we're doing now. Thank you for looking. I love you. Take care of yourself. Be safe. Black Lives Matter.